One of the reasons I got so frustrated with Kendra Coots is because she tried to give off the impression that I was just too fat to be with anybody. Never mind the fact that I had accomplished losing, I think at that time it was like close to 50 pounds on my own without anybody saying anything to me. I was slowly making the changes that are necessary in order for me to get fit and healthy. And here I had Miss Kendra Coots who seemed to want to body shame me. She wasn't out and open and direct about it, which made it even worse. It was an issue that was talked about, and because it was talked about on me, I turned it around and said, hey, you guys are sitting here focusing on my weight. How about you worry about Robert and Emily Duell's weight? Because both of them are over 150 pounds overweight each. And neither one of them looked like they had any interest in even trying to do anything to correct that, which is a huge problem if you're a person who's actually honestly of God. Because one of the things that God teaches us is to not defile our bodies. And when you're doing nothing but sitting on the couch all day, you're defiling your body. And I knew that. I kept trying to promote this amongst the people that I was taking care of, including Merlan Berry, who I helped lose, I think it was close to 100 pounds, and then she gained it all back after she left, which is really, and then some. You can tell from the pictures that I've seen. It's so sad, and I pray for her that she turns it around, because not to be funny with anybody, that's a very, very big issue, especially for people who have been abused, specifically sexually. And so for these people to focus on my weight like they were, and it was already something I was dealing with. So and for her to try to waggle her little hips like she was so much prettier than I was really offensive. And it was disgusting, because that has nothing to do with me as a parent, except for with regards to what I'm teaching my child. And I understand you're supposed to teach your children healthy habits, which I do. I was teaching my daughter by losing the weight on my own without any encouragement from anyone else. I would promote my daughter eating healthy. I kept fresh fruits and vegetables in the house for her and gave them as options for snacks. This was not about any of that. The issue with truth was they didn't like my political and religious views, and so they found every excuse, including using my weight, to degrade me in an attempt to try to push me into either depression or low self-esteem, which is disgusting. I knew better, so I didn't let it offend me like that, because I'm sure there are times Kendra has done other things that were inappropriate. And, I can't say whether or not she's been skinny all her life, but, there's people out there who don't like skinny people. Not to be funny, but there's people that discriminate against people who are skinny and think that it's disgusting. There's only 2 countries in the world that I know that really push skinniness. That's America and the UK. How ironic. Those are the same 2 countries that we're looking at for mass human trafficking and pedophilia, which is, just red flags everywhere. Anyways, my purpose here is to point out that when someone tries to use weight as an issue, you should think about that. It's a red flag. And they're picking because they just don't have anything else. It's inappropriate. I understand you want to teach the children good habits, and that's something that I definitely promote. However, you have to do it in an appropriate fashion. And for Kendra Coots to sit there and wiggle herself like she was just so much better than me, Lord Jesus, I'm so grateful I have God, because I'm telling you, I wanted to cuss her from Amazing Grace to A Floating Opportunity, but God said, He sat on my shoulders like kazoo and said, no, Tina, don't do that. You'll regret it. So I kept my mouthpiece to myself, and I followed what God wanted me to do, because this girl did not know anything about me. I could tell from her attitude towards me that she just didn't investigate her case at all. And she should be ashamed of herself for her laziness and her incompetence, because she got it all wrong. With God's love. God bless America. Have a blessed day. And back the badge.